What you'll need for this tutorial is 48 ounces of white MP soap, any additives that you want like goat's milk, shea butter, or honey, 1 ounce of fragrance oil essential. I used rose geranium and an orange mix, a tablespoon of rose clay, and some dried rose and orange potpourri. Hey guys, so we are here again doing another tutorial, and this time we're doing a faux HP MP soap. So I'm just putting some alcohol in my hands. Now 1 block of your soap, a pound, 16-ounce block of soap, will need to be shredded. As you can see, I've already shredded that up. And your soap needs to be at least 125 degrees before you start adding your soap in. I think I even had mine around like 110. So I'm just mixing it in. This shredded soap does not melt, and it really starts to cool your soap down pretty quickly, even more. And the reason why I have it split up into 2 different pots is because the last time I did this, I did it in one thing, and it just was too much for one of the glass measuring cups that I have, so I did 2. I'm just going to be slowly adding this in. Now I've already put everything in as far as my additives, my rose clay, my fragrance oil, or if you want to use essential oil, any type of clay you want to use. I used rose clay. This can be done in many different variations and many different ways. And I'm mixing it all in. And this is something that you really do have to work fast. As you can see, I remember doing this and I was getting a little panicky because this stuff is starting to set up. And it's a little messy, but it's actually really easy to do. See just how like chunky it is? This is gonna, I can tell, is gonna make an amazing soap already. And now for the next one, this one's already starting to get hard in the glass measuring cup, so you really have to work and get this into your mold. I wouldn't recommend you doing it in separate cavity molds. It really should be done in a loaf mold. The only reason is because I tried that and it didn't work out so great in the cavity molds. It just looks a lot better in a loaf, and this is the other reason why you want to make sure you have clean hands, is because you have to press this down. Now, if you don't want to use your hands, you're welcome to use a utensil, a spatula, or anything. And I just press that down and get to going. Make sure that you have your dried botanicals, whatever it may be that you want to use, handy, because you're going to be putting that all over your soap while it's still warm, and you're going to just push that down. If for some reason the top of your soap is getting a bit hard and your botanicals are not, or herbs are not sticking, you can take a little bit of melted soap and just kind of pour it on the top and put your botanicals in that way. So here I am doing the cutting video, and this soap has sat overnight. Within like a couple of hours, I actually took it out of the mold, so it sets up fairly quickly. And I let the actual loaf sit out overnight and just kind of sit and dry. So here you go. You can see that part is a little messy. It's very rustic, so if you're not into rustic soaps, this may not be a tutorial for you, but if you are into that HP rustic type of a soap, this is a great way to get that same effect, but not actually having to deal with any lye or anything like that. And I weighed these soaps and I cut them a bit bigger than I normally have in the past, and they were about 6.5 to 6.75 ounces, so it's a pretty chunky bar. If you want something that's less than that, please feel free to cut your soap as you would like. So as you can see the little white pieces of soap, and they really didn't get melted. And that's okay, because this is, after all, a rustic soap. And as you can see, a leftover piece for the cook, as they say. So there you have it, guys. Here's some pictures of the soaps. So guys, thank you so much for watching again. I'm going to put all the info down below in the box, and please check out my website, as well as my Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest pages. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Thanks a lot, guys. See you soon.